Okay. I know it's kind of stereotypical to start these things off with a sigh, but I feel it's kind of necessary in the sense that I got some important stuff to talk about, and if you're here and you clicked on this video because you want to see something funny that'll make you laugh, I'm sorry, I can't quite deliver that today. And I've got two things I want to talk about, and one of those things is a good bit less tragic than the second thing, but I know it's going to be hard to talk about, so if you're here to laugh, you might as well click off now, but I'd appreciate it if you'd stay here and hear me out on this. How much time do I have on this camera? Okay, I got enough time, I think. This is my second take of this because the camera cut out, and honestly, I don't know how to feel making this video, but as you can tell, I'm a little bit stuffy. I've got a head cold, and it's not very fun, but I guess it's just that season because everybody's out sick, and yeah, so I just don't feel good. And I'm gonna leave this unedited, not because I'm a lazy piece of shit, but because, like, I feel it's too serious to really add the energetic jump cuts that I usually have, and I feel like you guys need to just hear me out on this. Okay, so the first less tragic thing that I want to talk about is the state of YouTube and how that's going. And my channel, personally, not doing its hottest, but I'm putting a lot of work into it, and even though the view counts are low, I'm still really proud of you guys for actually coming in and watching them, and I'm really proud of myself as well for being able to push out content consistently these past few days. Well, not consistently, but abundantly, with a few videos made, and some of them haven't been released yet, but I'm sure I'll get around to it. YouTube and the state of things right now, like in general, outside of me, and bigger picture of just the entire platform, there's been some issues, and I just want to start you guys off with a little metaphor of, imagine YouTube as if it's a first-time parent, and then it just gets a child unloaded onto it at a very young age, and it's not able to do much with that. And at first, for the first few years of YouTube, things went perfect. Like, I'm saying that in quotes because not everything can be hunky-dory all the time, and as you're seeing from this video, not even I'm, like, with my energetic self, can be happy and full all the time, and that's an irritating thing for me as well, because I want to be here, and I want to entertain you guys, but just like YouTube, I can't do that all the time, and I'm wearing a red shirt to sport the colors of YouTube, and now to actually get into how things are, I imagine YouTube is like a first-time parent, as I said, and things were going perfect up until, like, the 2010s, when the creators started branching out and doing their own things, and I don't want to sound miserable this entire video, but it's kind of coming out like that, so I guess you guys are just going to have to handle that. If you're willing to watch this all the way through, I'd really appreciate it. And I'm sorry it's a slow start, but, like, then people started branching out into other platforms and watching themselves grow and realizing that this platform could crash at any time, so they have to stabilize themselves with things like Patreon and Kickstarter and Indiegogo and things like that, and other projects outside of YouTube. And here lately, YouTube has been noticing that, and they've been trying to accommodate for the fact that not everybody wants to stay on YouTube all the time, and some advertisers are turning against them because some of the content on YouTube is not exactly kid-friendly, so it's not able to be advertised on, and I'm sure this video will get demonetized as well, but, like, sorry, excuse me, but, like, now YouTube, honestly, they've been doing good for so long, and now people are starting to give them shit because now they're starting to crumble a little, and you're starting to be able to see the cracks in them. Hell, there's a new video from somebody saying that YouTube is dead every like week or so. Like, I'm sure you could type YouTube killed into the search bar, and then you'll be able to find like tons of videos, or YouTube is broken, or scary changes, or whatever. But if you want consistent updates on that, I'd suggest you go to somebody like Philip DeFranco. He does a lot of stuff like that. And if you want to know more about like how people are feeling and stuff, he usually unbiasedly supports the opinions, which can't always be done. And I want this to get to some big creators, only for the purpose of, I want to say that I may be a small YouTuber, but I haven't been making videos for like, I've only been making them for like 3 years, and I've been watching them since like early 2006, and I at least want to get this to some major names that I enjoy, like people like McJuggernuggets, Tomska, people like that. And if you could be so kind as to at them or tag them in a post with this video, I'd really appreciate it. All you have to do is just copy the link and put their name in, and it'll send it to them. If you know any big YouTubers, or if you know their social media, or if you watch any of them, I'd really appreciate it if you'd get this to them. Now that I need to express this, and sorry, my hiccups and coughs are really bad right now, but the state of YouTube needs to change, because I'm sick, and I'm both sick and tired of, like, I'm sick and tired physically, and I'm sick and tired emotionally of seeing YouTube crumble the way it has. And honestly, if a card house starts to fall, punching it in the face won't help. So I suggest what we all need to do is band together and be supportive of each other, and stop tearing each other down, and stop causing drama on the platform, and tell YouTube as a whole that they're doing a good job. Pat yourself on the back, pat others on the back. Make YouTube a better place to both enjoy content, create original content, and both to congratulate each other. And I want us all to be able to one day stand hand in hand and say that we are YouTubers, and be able to be proud of that, not be crawling on our hands saying that we're ashamed to be YouTubers in the apocalypse of a platform that it's becoming. And now that point's out of the way, now that I've got that off my chest, I've got something a little more heavy that I want to talk about. One of my favorite creators from back in the day. I used to watch this guy a lot on Newgrounds back before the YouTube times, and I'm really dating myself on that, but like, back on Newgrounds and places like that, I'd see his animations, and I thought they were really good, and I used to watch him and a few other people, and he goes by the name of Ed, and his full name is Edward Gould. I'm not sure if it's actually Edward or just Ed, but I know I used to watch a lot of his stuff, and today's the 5-year anniversary of his death, and it's really got me thinking about how his friends banded together to keep his show alive, to keep it going for as long as they possibly could, to finish off the dream that their friend had created. And it's a very inspiring tale, and it really brings hope to my heart that one day when I'm gone, these videos will be here, and they'll be available for you guys to look back on and say that was a nice time, and that you enjoyed them. And it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say it, but like, if and when I die, I want to be immortalized in my work. I want to have something that can be enjoyed for generations, and my worst fear personally is dying before I get the chance to finish my work, before I get a chance to be fulfilled and done and proud of what I've done in my life. And right now, I'm not quite to that point, and I really want to be. So from this point forward, I'm really gonna start throwing myself in there more, because it could be waiting right around the corner for me any day. And sure, it's not a high risk that I'm just gonna walk out my front door and die, but you never know. So I just feel like I need to start getting out there more and start feeling more free and open as a person. And I hope you guys that are watching this can support me in that and be able to assist as needed, which you guys are already doing a whole damn lot by just listening to me drone on about issues that probably have no relevance to you. But you know what does have some relevance to you? The last point I want to make before I end this, and that is that I want you guys to be better for yourselves. If you feel like you're in a situation where you're wasting your time, or you feel like you're not happy doing what you're doing, I personally want you, who's watching this video right now, to go out and do what makes you happy and do what makes you feel good as a person. And anyone that judges or criticizes you for just being a good person and having a fun time, they're not good people and they're not happy in their situations. And I'm not gonna say, I don't mean that they're not good people, I mean that they're not in good places, because we're all good people, we're just sometimes not in the best place. And I want you, if you see someone criticizing you for having a good time or trying to stop you from having a good time, what I want you to do is I want you to relay this message to them of that they need to branch out from whatever's holding them down or whatever's not making them feel fulfilled in their day-to-day lives, and just break away from that and also learn to have fun, because that's all I really want, is just to entertain people and make people happy. And even if I can't do that, then I want you guys to be able to do that for yourselves, and I want to provide the motivation or support that you need, because you right here are an amazing person, and you deserve what's best for you. And I'm not saying you shouldn't consider the feelings of others, because you really should, but don't be like super pansy about it. I just want you guys to be moderately considerate in the fact that other people are living and they want to have fun too. And if you have any beef with anyone, I want you guys to go out and settle that right now, and not in a negative way like fighting or arguing. I want you to get a hold of that person, get in contact with that person, whoever they may be. And I'm going to do the same thing as soon as I shut off this camera, but I want you guys to go out or get on your phone and go online and contact in any way that you can whoever you may have like problems with. And I want you to go out and talk to that person and communicate. Don't argue and yell at each other. Just sit down and figure it out and work out your differences, because like I said, you never know when you're gonna go. So I feel a lot better after saying all this, I really do. And if you have made it this far into the video, which obviously you have if you're watching right now, but if you have made it this far, I want you to have a good day. And if you didn't make it this far and you happen to see this part somehow, and you dropped off the video by now, but you somehow managed to see this, I want you to have a good day too. I want everyone just to go out right now and just do whatever that makes them happy, whatever makes them feel fulfilled and good. And I need tissue, so I feel like it's about the time that I end this video and let you guys go on about your business. Just stay safe, and if it's the least I could ask, just be good for your sake. And if you can, help someone be better for their sake as well. Now I want you to share this with not just big YouTubers, like I said earlier. Share this with anyone. Share this with your grandma, or share this with your friends or family, or even your enemies. If someone you know isn't having that good a time, I want you to just send this to them, so that they know that they're important, and they should be important to themselves just as they are to the rest of the world. And everybody is important. And I'm going to leave this on that note. So once again, I will have a more happy-go-lucky video made. I just gotta edit the video and it'll be up, and sorry about the empty space in the vlog, but I'm gonna stop this camera and go get cleaned up after making this video and after dealing with a sinus infection this entire time. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.